Road trips!
Today on Road Trips, we head north to Washington State to explore the city of Seattle. Join me and my guest co-host Mark Johnson. So now, let's hit the road.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Road Trips. I'm Todd Hilton and joining me is my guest co-host Mr. Mark Johnson.
Hello, it's me. It's really me. It's Mark Johnson on camera.
Okay, today our destination is Seattle, Washington. We'll show you everything that we possibly can in the limited time that we'll have by the time we get there. We're currently in Castle Rock right now. This is going to be our starting point because most of the freeway up to here we've already seen in a couple other episodes. We're right next to the Cinedome. We're going to be starting from here, heading northbound on I-5 to get to Seattle.
And we have to leave quickly because Mount St. Helens erupts every 45 minutes here at the Cinedome, and we want to be completely out of range before it erupts again. So
Right. We've been informed by a billboard here of eruptions, so we want to be clear. Want to be clear of that when we leave.
So off we go.
Mark is joining me today. Mr. Bradley has the day off, so to speak. So Mark is joining me today for this edition of Road Trips.
Plus, I've been to Seattle before, so
Yes, and I haven't. So Mark will help be the tour guide for the trip. Okay, as soon as we get through a couple of lights here, we'll be heading towards the freeway here. Okay, if this light doesn't change on us, we'll be off. This is good. Okay, a little bit bumpy here to begin with.
Just a little bit swing pinning here. Nice thing about driving in Washington is the speed limit is 70, so it shouldn't take us all that long to actually get there.
Yeah, we're about, what did that last sign say? It's like 120 some.
123 miles at the last sign, but we've probably gone about 3 or 4 miles past that sign already. So
Yeah, we saw the Seattle mileage sign. Saw the Seattle mileage sign just before we got into Castle Rock. So, and that was 120 some miles. So we're gonna figure it's gonna take us probably just under 2 hours to get there.
yeah, we are traveling at a rate of 75 miles per hour, and speed limit here is 70. So I figure you're pretty safe going 5 miles over the speed limit. And so I've got the cruise control set at 75. And
Not at 35, and we were going 75.
We're going 75 miles per hour. So at that rate, we should be there in about an hour and 45 minutes.
Sounds good, Mark.
Thank you, Todd.
As we've said in previous shows, we've been getting some wonderful response from you viewers out there, and we hope that you continue to watch and enjoy the show. And we'll take you to all the places that we can. We're hoping to get several episodes taped during the summer months. Right now, it is the third week. Okay, yeah, it's the third week of June.
Tomorrow is actually the first day of summer, Todd. So
Really?
yeah, so
That's good.
so you can wake up tomorrow and sing "It's a Beautiful Morning" or something.
It's a beautiful morning. The last time Mr. Johnson joined us, we were also joined by Mr. Kevin Thornton for the now famous Reno trip, which we've had numerous responses from, and that was our biggest episode, big 2-part episode, and we're glad you all enjoyed it out there. I know we enjoyed it immensely.
We had a great time. We saw a lot of the neat sights down there. Went to Carson City and
Virginia City.
Was it Virginia City?
Yeah, we didn't make it to Carson City.
It was Virginia City. I'm sorry. Virginia City and Boot Hill and the Mustang Ranch. Of course, we didn't go in.
Yeah, we were there.
We were there, and none of us.
There was actually several places that we were there, but we didn't go in. Another one was towards the end. We stopped at the Hilton Hotel. That was kind of mandatory.
Todd actually went in because he had to get a souvenir. But.
Yeah, I went in because I had to come back with something that said Hilton on it. I managed to find a keychain, with Reno, Hilton, and my name at the bottom. So it kind of
It does say Todd Hilton.
yeah. So it's got my full name on it. So.
A lot of you didn't know this, but his middle name is Reno. That could be Kevin right there, but we're not really sure. Nope, don't think so. Couldn't really tell though. Kevin drives for a trucking company called Walsh & Sons, so we're on the lookout for him. Because there's a lot of times he does go up towards the Castle Rock area, so
if you see him, too easy.
For God's sakes, don't approach him. He could be armed and dangerous.
Do not approach Mr. Thornton. We do not recommend making eye contact or any other.
Don't make any contact with him.
We give Kevin a bad time. It's just the way we are.
He is really cool though. He's a good friend, and
he puts up with a lot of our crap.
but then again, we put up with a lot of his too.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we've dished it out to between the three of us.
I think
and it's been pretty well received.
We've dished out quite a few helpings of that. So, of crap. So
spoon up. But yeah, we've.
Who wants seconds on crap?
This could be good. Oh me, pick me. No, the Reno trip was a lot of fun, and like I said, we've gotten a lot of great response from that particular episode. Which reminds me that if any of you road trips fans out there would be interested, you can order copies of any past or present episode of Road Trips by calling CCTV at 397-5886. Order a copy. The Reno episode is available.
And in most cases, the phone call is free unless you live outside of the long-distance calling area.
Right.
Calling area. If you live in a long-distance area like Clatskanie or Kelso. I don't know if this is playing in Kelso yet.
Not yet. Maybe by the time this episode airs, it will be, because I am planning on doing that, getting it over to the folks here in Washington, Cowlitz County over here. Frankly, I've been very surprised and pleased at the response that the show has been getting. I never imagined it would do as well as it has. I haven't heard any negative comments about the show at all, and it's really an easy show to do. Pick a place, and we go. I think one of the things that makes the show kind of unique is we actually show you the trip. Hence Road Trips. That's part of the fun right there, is just getting there.
Yeah, getting there is half the fun.
And in most cases, half the show.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But it's been a lot of fun. We've gotten to revisit. I know for Dan and I, we've gotten to revisit some places that we haven't been to in years, and a couple of places we've never been to. So it's been a lot of fun. Some of the attractions we'll hopefully get a chance to look at today are Space Needle, for one. Hopefully we can get up to the observatory section and see what the view is like. As I stated before, I've never seen it, so...
I've been next to it. I've never actually gone up in there.
Really?
No.
Oh, so it should be fun for both of us.
Yeah. It'll be... I was saving myself for just such a trip.
For just such an occasion, okay. Yeah, Mark and I both thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to do, for the first time, a couple of real on-location videos down in Reno. And while both of those videos have yet to be edited, we basically threw them together. We did some rough recordings of the songs, enough to make a video from, but we haven't done a really good job recording the songs yet. But when they're finished, both of the videos are gonna look pretty cool.
Oh, I think so. I enjoyed helping you on yours. I think more than, I enjoyed the one we did together.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed filming for you.
Yeah, that was our best look at the Reno Strip.
Yeah.
We didn't get a good look at it when we first came into town. If you watched part 2 of of Reno Adventure, then you may know why. It was all Thornton's fault.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't get much on that first night there. But with the raw footage from my video through the Reno Strip, we got a great look at it.
Well, even in the second part of the Reno trip that we showed, we even showed you a little bit of the taping of the videos, I believe, didn't we?
Right. We showed I showed both of them, or clips from both videos. In the dance, I took part of the actual recording session that we did there in our hotel room, and then mixed it in with the video footage that we shot up in the hills above Reno. And I think that, and some of that stuff, at least the stuff that I shot of Mark, the stuff I shot of Mark looked great.
I'm not a cameraman, okay?
No, Mark's the performer. He's the in front of the camera guy. I've done all of it, so I'm used to being in front of or behind the camera.
I like to be in front of the camera because I like to ham it up.
Yeah, exactly. Which is one of the reasons we're here today. But
I think there's more recognition, really, and it's too bad, but there really is more recognition for the people that are on camera.
Yeah.
Than there are for the people behind the scenes, because you don't see the people behind the scenes as much.
Right.
They get their names in the credits, but big deal. You never get to see them. And in a lot of cases, they don't want to be seen. There's people that don't want to be seen.
That's true.
So they don't care. But there are some people that you'd love to be able to just get them on camera and show them, and you don't get an opportunity to do that very often.
Yeah, being a techie really is a thankless job. Yeah, thanks. But it is fun. I enjoy all of the elements of the production process. Road Trips being one of the ones where I co-produce the show with Dan, and I edit every episode myself. Basically taking it from start to finish every episode, and it's a lot of fun. Probably the hardest part is just condensing each show down to an hour. As we said earlier, if anyone out there is interested in getting a copy of any past or present episode of Road Trips, you can call CCTV 397-5886 and specify your episode, and we'll get a copy made for you. Anyway, back on our trip today. We are heading northbound on I-5 in Washington State, heading for Seattle. Right now, I have no idea where we're at. Looks like
I think we're going up towards Chehalis.
Okay.
So
yeah, I just saw
he's on our right here, and things like that. So I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
We're cruising at a speed of about 77 miles per hour right now. So we're making good time, I think. We're actually about 47.5 miles into the trip. Of course, that's from Rainier. We started the odometer, or the trip meter at Rainier, where I filled up with gas. So, the penitentiary.
Cool. Oh, state pen.
Wow, you went to Penn State?
No.
If you look really closely, you'll see that says State Penn.
Big difference.
Big difference, yeah. All right, waterbeds.
Very large waterbed. What the?
Oh my God, it's Keiko. That's another trip I think Kevin even mentioned. It was either you or Kevin. Yeah, Newport. Go down and see Keiko. Kevin wants to go swimming with Keiko, he said. So I said, well, we have a problem figuring out who's who once you get in the pool, though.
Family reunion. Sorry, Captain.
86 miles from Seattle, Todd. So.
Okay. And 4 miles from Centralia. I think we are in Chehalis right now. Is where we're at.
You ever notice they have McDonald's in Walmart, right?
Yeah, I think it comes standard equipment.
Well, now, but the thing is, at the one in Longview, there's a McDonald's in the Walmart.
Yeah.
And at the edge of the parking lot, there's another McDonald's.
Yeah, that's
What's up with that?
yeah, there's a separate McDonald's practically in the same lot.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Unless maybe the one in the inside Walmart doesn't have full service like the Chevron McDonald's in Scappoose. We were told when it first opened that they were the first full service Chevron McDonald's in the state of Oregon. Wow. There have been one or two other Chevron McDonald's, but the McDonald's didn't have a full service menu. Is what I was told.
The one in Scappoose does, though.
Yes.
Wow. Exciting.
So that might be the case with the Walmart or the McDonald's inside Walmart. They may not have a full menu in there.
That could be. Just Happy Meals or something. I don't know.
But still, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have the two right there, you know. But it does smell like syrup. You smell syrup?
We're forced to go 65 miles an hour right now because we've only got 2 lanes, and
the freeway has condensed on us here.
Washington drivers don't know how to drive like Oregon drivers.
2 very distinct driving styles.
Yeah, fast and slow. You figure out who's who.
You make the call.
You folks in Oregon know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
You folks in Washington. Okay, now we're entering Centralia.
Okay. So we were just outside Centralia then. Or no, Chehalis. Okay, Chehalis, Centralia. They all start with C's.
Yeah. Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle, you know.
Even though it starts with an S, I mean, it sounds like a C.
Right.
Seattle.
Who's this Addle guy? I'm trying to figure.
Seattle. I don't know the guy. Never heard of him.
All right, folks, we're back after a brief intermission here. And I believe we're either approaching or we are in Olympia.
We just entered Olympia about 20 seconds ago there, Todd. So we are in the state capital of Washington. And beautiful town, Olympia. Never really spent a whole lot of time here, but I've been through here a couple times on the way to Seattle. So it's a neat little town.
And I don't know how well you can see, but while we're on the freeway right now, we currently have 4 lanes in each direction here. This is why Mark is driving.
Exactly. Plus, it's my truck, so...
A little too much freeway for my taste. About 3 lanes is all I can handle.
It's not too bad as long as you...
Pay attention.
Keep your eyes peeled.
As long as you keep your potatoes peeled.
Keep your eyes glued to the side of the road, you'll be okay. Hey, they got Taco Bell up here.
We're there.
They got Izzy's Pizza, too.
Cool. We'll hit both.
I have to stop there for dinner on the way home.
Good call.
Thank you. We are...
the Bell or Izzy?
Both. Yeah, good call. We're 28 miles from Tacoma and 61 miles from Seattle. It is 1:30. We should be pulling into Seattle at about 2:30.
We said earlier, hopefully by the time this episode airs, at least in the St. Helens area, St. Helens, Columbia County area, hopefully by then we will have expanded over to Longview and Kelso, so we can share the talent and the entertainment of CCTV over to you folks here in Washington.
We actually do already with Go West.
Yeah, we have right now. Go West is the only export that we have that we've shipped, so to speak, over to Longview. And hopefully soon to follow will be road trips.
I've actually had comments from people in Longview that have recognized me. In fact, a couple people actually asked me for my autograph one night over there, so...
Cool.
It is being seen over there, so...
Amazingly enough, people do watch public access.
Oh, I think so. I think that's where you get a lot of your most interesting programs is on cable access.
Yeah, because it's exactly what it says. It's TV by the people for the people. So if there's nothing good on the networks, make up your own show.
Yeah, if you don't like what's on TV, and I've said this before when I had Sports Rap and other shows that I've had on the air, if you don't like what you see on TV, you've got an outlet in your local community, and that's public access television. If you don't like what's on TV, change it. Put something of your own on TV.
And if you've got the imagination and the know-how, you can do just about anything on cable access.
Well, even if you don't have the know-how, if you've got the imagination, we can help you with the know-how.
Exactly. At CCTV, in fact, I am one of the trainers at Channel 9. Come on down. We'll train you on the equipment. We'll show you how to use the cameras, the editing equipment, video mixers, audio equipment, you name it. If we've got it, we'll show you how to use it.
Graphics. We've got an Amiga 2000 with a video toaster, which is one of the most high-tech graphics and special effects generators there is. So we are high-tech. We've got the equipment. You could not ask for a better instructor than Todd Hilton. Todd picked up on a lot of this stuff rather quickly, and as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not just saying this because he's holding a microphone in front of my face, I am being very truthful here. He is one of the best all-around videographers and editors there is. He's done a music video for me. He has produced a lot of the TV shows that I've done, and he's made me look good. There's been a couple times he's made me look bad, but that was on purpose. Well, some of that was on purpose too. He does that just for fun once in a while, but most of the time, 90% of the time, he makes me look good, and it takes a lot, believe me.
Because if you don't look good,
because if I don't look good, Todd still gets paid, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, I appreciate that, Mark, and it really is a lot of fun for anyone who has the imagination and most of all the ambition. Because depending on what you like to do, there is a lot of time involved, and but if you've got the time and the ambition,
we've got the beer.
We've got the beer.
We've got the time. We've got the beer. Miller beer. Sorry, I go off once in a while like that. The camera does that.
That was good. Anyone out there can have their own TV show.
I've had several.
Yes.
Sports Rap, co-anchor on the Columbia County News. I'm a co-host on Go West. I had one years ago called Celebrity Chat. Boy,
the list goes on and on.
A couple specials here and there, a couple Sports Rap specials, and I've had the opportunity to interview some famous people, Cindy Williams and the Portland Trailblazers, and I've had such a wonderful time. It's been a great experience for me. I've been at it since 1989, off and on. So I've been at it for quite a while, and I really love it. And
you've made numerous appearances on other shows too, even if you weren't the main person.
I'm like the Where's Waldo of Channel 9.
You just look and you'll find it.
I just kind of pop up in different shows here and there, and I make guest appearances once in a while.
Yeah, Mark has made several cameos in shows of mine. A couple of which where he had no lines at all. He just appeared.
Some of them were done at gunpoint. Some were done beyond.
Just drive.
Just drive.
Tell him to drive.
Just tell me to drive, man. Some of them were done against my will. A few were done without my knowledge, but
it's all been in good fun.
But they were all for fun, and not everything I've done has been allowed to be televised.
Yes.
But,
yes. There's always room for some of that too, and once you've gotten going on it, like I got hooked on it immediately. I've been with the station for 4 years, and actually Road Trips is only the 3rd series that I've had on Channel 9 in 4 years. It's really nice. Dan and I were talking about it, and I told him it's really nice to have a regular show on TV now for the first time since '93. My first series since '93, and the response has been more than...
Which, if you don't remember, was Livewire.
Yes. Livewire and Airplay were my 2 other shows, both in '93. I haven't had a series since then. The rest of my appearances have been in the form of one-time specials, mostly comedy. I've done a few shows for 4-H. I've actually expanded my scope of the work, and hopefully brought in a wider range of an audience.
Well, and I think in the last 4 years that you've been with the station too, you've matured. I mean, you've gone from Livewire, which was chaos, a little bit of immaturity, but I mean, you were just starting out, and you really you're still experimenting with what you could and couldn't get away with.
Yeah.
And so there was a little bit of immaturity there, but in the 4 years that you've been with the station, you've matured to the level where you are now, and I think it's been neat watching you mature from beginning till now, because you've come a long way. I mean, basically you came in not knowing a whole lot about what you were doing, and now you're training other people. So in just 4 years, I mean, and this was without any college, this was without any special schooling, basically just learning from people like JJ and others around. So
yeah, JJ taught me the basics when I first came in, and I've pretty much taken it from there. When I first set foot inside Channel 9, basically I knew a little bit about running camcorders, nothing detailed other than just basic operation, and that's all I knew. I'd done a little bit of home editing, and anyone out there who's done that knows how frustrating it is trying to do anything really good at home with just a couple of VCRs. But the difference really is in the equipment. If you've done things like that at home, this will seem like cake in comparison. And I try to make every show that I do now as professionally as possible. I try to put out a good product that people will enjoy watching, something that I've enjoyed as professionally as possible. I try to put out a good product that people will enjoy watching, something that I've enjoyed doing, and then hopefully other people will enjoy watching it.
Well, I think a lot of that comes from the maturing process. The longer you're there, the more professional you want to seem. I mean, you don't want to stay at an immaturity level for life, like I have.
Some people get paid to do that.
Bryant Gumbel, Willard Scott, guys like that, they get paid the big bucks to do that, but we don't,
Okay, Tacoma, next 7 exits.
So we're getting close.
Must be bigger than Reno, because Reno only had 5 exits.
Well, but
yeah, what are you gonna do?
But what are you gonna do? We're gonna be coming up here probably within the next mile on the Tacoma Dome. They have a lot of big name concerts there at the Tacoma Dome, and occasionally when the Mariners, when the King Dome is shut down for repairs and stuff, they will play at the Tacoma Dome. So,
which one's bigger?
The King Dome. But the state of Washington just passed a measure to build a new stadium for the Seahawks. If you look right straight in front of us here, as soon as we get around this corner, if you can see that, folks, that is the Tacoma Dome. So we are actually on the road. This is not just video in front.
We should. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we're using blue screen.
Yeah, we're not really on the road. Yeah,
like on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. You know.
We should be able to see it because anything we can see through the windshield should be picked up on camera.
Yeah, we're not doing like Saturday Night Live does with Toonces, the cat who could drive. You know. The Tacoma Sabercats they're apparently a new pro hockey team, I guess. But they'll play in the dome.
You know a fight's gonna break out.
Oh yeah. The Tacoma Dome, if you look at it, doesn't look all that big, Todd. I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
Looks like a big tent.
Yeah. This looks slightly big from the outside, but wait until you see the King Dome in Seattle.
All right, folks, we are back, and we are now entering the city of Seattle, Washington. I don't know how much you can see here, but
Space Needle off to the left over here. You can't see it through the trees yet. We've also got the King Dome. You thought the Tacoma Dome was impressive. We get up next to that King Dome, you're going to basically be very... I can't say it on TV.
I was just thinking the same thing. Well, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're going to mess yourself.
Mess yourself, Ensign.
Sir?
I said mess yourself. All right.
Okay. Hold my sign. I don't want to lose it.
I don't want to lose it. But of course, we'll be showing you these sites outside of the truck. So.
Right. Yeah. You'll be able to get a much better view once we're out and about here. Which I don't know when and where we'll be able to do that. As long as Mark knows where he's going, I haven't a clue. Well, get a clue. Get in the game.
You're gonna hate me, Todd, because I haven't got a clue either right at the moment.
Great.
It's been a couple of years since I've been up here, but don't worry. I know exactly.
Take a guess. A guess would be better than my knowledge.
A guess would be better than my knowledge right now.
It looks like we're just about to pass as a Rainier Beer Brewery.
Yes, sir. This kind of reminds you a little bit of Portland, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah, very. No, my mom said Seattle's bigger than Portland. I didn't think that was possible on the West Coast.
Oh, well, hell, you got Los Angeles on the West Coast.
Well, okay. In the Northwest. Let me rephrase, the Northwest.
Actually, they're probably fairly similar in size. But I think your mom is probably right. I think Seattle is just a bit bigger.
Yeah, from what... Okay, if you punch it, you can get it. There you go. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you can see the city through the windshield now there, and you know what this reminds me of?
No.
Well, then I'll tell you.
I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Yeah. Sim City.
Yeah.
Off in the distance, we have a multitude of skyscrapers and other large buildings. Do they call them skyscrapers on the west coast or only on the east coast?
Oh, I'm sure they call them that all over the place.
Because when I think of skyscraper, I think of New York, Chicago, East Coast stuff.
Yeah.
They're pretty big. Either way, they're pretty big.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say St. Helens, not St. Helens, but Portland's got buildings, some of which are this tall. So we're gonna get off here at exit 164B, which would take us right down by the King Dome.
Okay.
You'll be able to see the King Dome as soon as we round this corner, folks.
Yeah.
Right straight in front of you right about now. That is the Seattle King Dome, which just the other day the state of Washington voted to upgrade and basically tear that down and start over.
So they're actually going to tear it down and start from scratch then?
Pretty much. And the Seahawks and the Mariners will probably, at least for the time being, will probably play at the Tacoma Dome until it's completed. So.
Okay, yeah, as we're coming around this corner here, and we're up even close, I'm sure the King Dome is taking up pretty close to the entire picture.
Like I say, folks, I've been inside there. It's very impressive. it probably holds 70 to 80,000 people. So that's a big building.
That's a big building, yeah. Okay, we are inside the city now.
Yeah, we're gonna try and find a place where we can park for a while and we can get out on foot with the camera and also find a bathroom. If you look off to your left there, Todd, you can see the Space Needle over there.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's just off to our left here.
you'll be able to see it here pretty soon, though.
We're also in front of a some kind of a building with a giant clock tower in front. That looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of resembles the one at Union Station in Portland.
That might be a train station here, too. I don't know.
You never had train station?
Yep.
We just heard a train whistle, so it's got to be a train station there that we're looking at in front of us. Okay.
We're going to try and get off the main roads here and onto some of the side roads and see if we can't find a McDonald's or something that we can stop and maybe grab a bite to eat. And
off to our right, it looks like a station for mass transit, if I'm not mistaken. It looks, a lot of the things around here seem very similar to the way that things are run in Portland.
Oh, I would say so. Fact is, I believe you probably, okay, yeah. In fact, your buses are run off electricity instead of gas, which keeps things a lot cleaner. Runs things cleaner that way, and you don't have the smog problems that way.
Yeah.
So Seattle's kind of high tech in that respect, Todd.
Pardon me, I'm kind of in awe of how big some of these buildings are. When you get right up next to them, when you have to break your neck to look at it, it's like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't want to live here. I'm sorry, but I'm a country boy. Born and raised.
Yeah, I am too, Todd. You couldn't pay me enough to live in the city.
Yeah.
And just like New York, you see steam rising up out of the manhole covers.
Now that's strange.
That's kind of cool, though. Cool look, you know, gives you that New York feeling.
Yeah.
Plus that.
And while we're, I was just thinking something like that. And while we're at it, stick the finger out the window. Hey, you.
All right, we're back. We're here in Seattle. I'm Mark Johnson, along with cameraman right now, Todd Hilton. We are here at the Seattle Center, where if you'll take a quick look, you'll see we are right next to the Space Needle. We're going to try and get tickets to go up there and check out the view from up there. The line's not real long, but it's long enough that we're going to have to wait for a little while to get in. So. And then we don't know what to expect once we get in there, but as far as money and how much it's going to cost to go up there, or if we can take the video camera. So we're going to have to do some checking on stuff like that. Hopefully they'll allow us to take the video camera up so we can get a decent view of what's going on from up there. So we're going to go get in line right now for that. When Road Trips returns, hopefully we will be up on either this observation deck right here or at the top up the revolving restaurant. So stay tuned, we'll be back.
Okay, the opening day ceremonies were held at the Memorial Stadium, and the ceremonies began when President John F. Kennedy took time from his Florida vacation to press a telegraph key that activated a computer in Andover, Maine, which focused a radio telescope on the star Cassiopeia, picking up a vibration and relaying the signal to Seattle. When it reached Seattle, the crowds cheered, bells rang, cannons boomed, and they let 2,000 balloons into the air with the message inside, "See you in Seattle." We're now celebrating the 35th anniversary of the World's Fair, and that celebration will last a full 6 months until October 21st. This is the restaurant level. Those dining with us, just check in at the desk to your left. I'll continue up for observation. Nose going up. Step right on. Yeah, we'll stop on the way down. I'll say room. Right up down. Step right on. And this is the observation deck. Have a nice time.
Better than going up in the arch. Sure beats that road trip we took to McDonald's a couple of weeks ago.
Oops, smash penny.
Who needs tickets for the soccer game? You just come up here and watch it.
Yeah, really. Alright, folks. We're out on the observation deck here at Space Needle, looking out over Seattle.
Check it out. With that like water ride there.
Sweet.
Actually, there's something similar to that down at Magic Mountain, only it's bigger, called Tidal Wave. Awesome. Let's take a walk around here. I wonder if you can see the Space Needle from here.
Wow, I wonder if you can... Yeah, I bet you can.
I'm almost sure of it.
I wonder if you can see your truck from here.
Matter of fact, you can.
Just spotted it?
Yeah. See the parking lot, first parking lot right down here? Right next to that red truck. See it? Which lot? First lot right here.
Okay. See it? Yep. Just spotted Mark's truck all the way up
breaking
here.
into my truck?
Who's someone's truck? I zoomed in and I lost it.
Can you read the license plate from here?
No. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's Mark's truck there. That's zoomed all the way in there, by the way. Zooming out, out, out. We're a long ways away.
Yes.
From the truck.
Let's keep walking around.
Yeah, you can definitely tell from up here this is a huge city. East?
Over here we have the King Dome.
Okay. Yeah, now you can see it. That's basically how we came into
being in Seattle.
how we got here.
I think we're going to wait till about 6 or 6:30 before we actually leave town.
Yeah.
Rush hour traffic will be over.
Good call.
Now, if you look right below us here, Todd, you'll see the monorail lines here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if we go according to plan, here after a while, we should be riding one of those.
Yes.
And yeah, you follow. You can follow it. Clear. It goes clear through the city there.
Yeah.
Follow it back there.
Goes right into the heart of downtown there.
Yep. And right about there is where ducks behind the buildings there, and I lose it there. But you can see just how huge these buildings are.
Well, just really how huge this whole city is.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This is definitely the best view in the Northwest, I think.
And this is actually the 3 times I've actually been up here. This is the best weather we've had.
Yeah.
We've actually got some sunny weather here today.
Yeah, you really couldn't ask for a nicer day.
No.
In fact, you can even see lights on here too. I imagine they light up the building after dark.
Yeah.
All the way across there. I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to be replacing bulbs out there.
No.
No.
No, I don't think so, Todd.
In fact, there goes the monorail right there.
I think they've actually got 2 of them running all the time. Okay, we're going to keep going around the Space Needle observation.
over
Puget
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah. As we look out over in the, I guess we're heading toward the western.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
southwest. There's markers on the floor that show where we are, and we're looking out over Puget Sound here.
They are?
It's just a gorgeous view from up here.
Yeah.
It really is. So all the TV stations are. There's Channel 4, there's Channel 7.
Oh, where are you looking here?
Channel 4.
Oh, okay.
Channel 7 over there.
Cool.
Channel 5
Is that BP station we stopped at?
Yes.
I bet it is, yeah.
Come off, will you?
Less than courteous service at some of the places.
Right. Yeah, really.
Yeah. The network affiliates here in town, 7. There's 4 right there. They must have choppers.
Oh, I'm sure. Up in Seattle, I'm sure they do.
They're all right
Now, see,
here.
this is the town, obviously, where the show Frasier is supposedly based.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't actually film here in Seattle. I
They
don't.
use background scenes.
Yeah. But you can see why they use it. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous city.
Yeah. Let's do that again.
I don't promote just any canned bald eagle. I promote this brand of canned bald eagle. Tastes a little bit like spotted owl. Which, yeah. I can do a commercial for these guys. New canned beaver.
I could be the spokesperson.
I can be the spokesperson for these guys. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'd promote canned bald eagle, canned cougar, canned cougar.
The foundation is 30 feet deep, 150 feet wide. It has 5,850 tons of concrete and an additional 250 tons of reinforcing steel. So the center of gravity is just about ground level. The foundation was poured in 467 truckloads in less than 12 hours' time. That was a record. And there are 72 bolts that anchor down the legs of the Space Needle. They're 4 inches in diameter and 32 feet long. There are 74,000 bolts in the structure, and it takes 1,320 Milky Way stacked end to end to reach the top of the tower. And here we are. Thanks for listening.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I know. Space Needle dude. No, I don't know what they call them. Yikes and gadgets.
Sneedle. That's the name, Sneedle. Well, we're on the world-famous Seattle monorail, and we're going to be heading downtown now for the next part of our little trip. We just got off the Space Needle, and that was a pretty awesome sight. And this takes about 90 seconds or less to get from one point to the other.
Good afternoon. Welcome aboard the Seattle Center monorail. In just about 2 minutes, we'll be arriving at the Westlake Center on 5th and Pine. This will be our first and only stop in this direction. If you purchased a round-trip ticket, you have up until 11 o'clock tonight to use the return. Trains will depart at least every 15 minutes until then. Our time speed along this 1-mile trip will be about 50. Enjoy the ride.
This was also originally built for the 1962 World's Fair as part of the exposition for the World's Fair. So,
And now it's used as mass transit.
yes. Us touristy types,
Yes, such as ourselves.
such as ourselves. Yes.
Just for fun. Let's pull the emergency lever. Let's see what happens if you pull this emergency lever. We all go flying towards the front of the...
Actually, Kevin and I rode this last time we were up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. We never did get off. We just rode it and then rode it back.
Or they just throw it back.
Oh, yo. Set the jump.
They just slow down and open the doors.
To the West Lake Center, 4 blocks to the right to the West Lake Market. Glen Hollywood, Nike County, be advised to 1 block to the left. Make sure you hit on your round trip tickets. You will need that to report later on.
Wait until something politically happens over there.
We'll head back to the Seattle Center in just about 3 minutes. Thanks for running and enjoy your afternoon downtown Seattle.
All right. Meet up with that bull. Petrified of Siamese twin calves. Tails, 3 mouths, 2 noses, and 2 ears.
First time
Lived for several hours. Whoa. That's strange.
It's exciting to see it. Everybody's
covered in ivy, looks like. Now that's an unusual sight.
Alright.
Been there, done that.
I'd like to do it again, but too expensive.
Yeah. Kind of crowded too.
Yeah.
Of course, probably no time when it isn't.
Yeah.
I was just saying, no thanks. Well, that's going to do it for our road trip to Seattle. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of commentary in there, but got to at least see some things.
I'm Mark Johnson.
I'm Todd Hilton. We'll see you next time on Road Trips.